Dusha Narodu. That Ukrainian saying has followed me through borders, books, and time. I grew up in a place where the languages wove themselves into daily life on the border of Ukraine and Romania. My dad spoke Ukrainian, a language of resilience. My mom, Romanian, gentle and melodic. In school, I learned Russian, the language where I explored poetry, fairy tales, and stories. Then came English, German, Italian, and now Mandarin. Each language gave me more than vocabulary. It gave me meaning, it gave me memory, it gave me a new way to belong. But why do those languages matter so much? Why do those words matter so much? Because memory isn't just something we recall, it's something that we feel. Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio explains that our experiences are stored with emotional markers. So every time when we hear a word, when we recall a word, we don't just remember a sound. We remember a feeling, a memory, a belonging. Some words comfort us like home, and others carry a feeling and longing we can't quite name. Language is just like that. It's what we remember, it's what we feel, it's who we are. And let me show you what I mean. In Ukrainian, leleka means stork, but for me, it's more than a bird. For me, it's a symbol of home. I remember looking up and seeing stork nests on electric pylons, watching over us like quiet guardians. And even now, when I hear that word, leleka, it makes me feel safe. What about you? Is there a word in your language that feels like home? Marțișor. Every March 1st in Romania, people would exchange red and white threads to welcome spring, a symbol of hope, of renewal, of friendship. And even when I moved away, my mom would still send me one, a small object, but full of memory. Language is like that too. It can be small, but carry an entire season of meaning. In Russian, сказка means fairy tale, but for me it was a world. I loved to read at night, page by page, and those fairy tales pulled me into enchanted forest, to the magical crossroads, to the huts on chicken legs deep in the woods. I loved how the characters changed, how they made mistakes, how they grew, how they became wiser, braver, more human. And I was especially fascinated by the Baba Yaga. She was terrifying, she was wild, but incredibly clever. She didn't fit into neat categories. Those stories didn't just entertain me. They taught me how to imagine, how to grow into someone I haven't yet become. Language can do that. It doesn't just describe who we are, it helps us become who we might be next. Das Fernweh means in German far sickness, a deep longing to be someone else. When I learned that word, it felt like someone finally named what I always known. That's the magic of language. It can give shape to the feelings we never had words for. In Italy, I discovered La Piazza, the town square. But it's more than a place. It's a rhythm, a heartbeat. People go to the piazza to connect, to laugh, to flirt, to grieve. Language is like that too. It lives in the moment, in presence, in connection. And sometimes piazza isn't made of stone. It can be a classroom, a shared word, a dinner table. For a long time, I didn't feel a strong connection to the word joy. It felt distant, maybe too simple, maybe too light. But then I read Dr. Goldie Mohammed's book, Unearthing Joy, and that changed everything. She describes joy not just as a feeling, but as a practice of loving self and humanity, of recognizing beauty and wonder, of learning through art, music, and drama, of taking care for the earth and for others. Joy, she writes, means being rooted in truth and empowered to transform the world around us. Now, joy is the word that I carry with purpose. It reminds me that it can be not only just a feeling. It reminds me that it can be a practice. A call to practice care, creation, and to act. In China, people offer je shui as a gesture of care. At first, I didn't understand, but now I really find comfort in it. A cup of hot water means I see you, I want you to feel well. Language can do that too. Sometimes the language needs just something warm. When we speak someone's language, just a word, even just a word, we offer them reassurance, we offer them care. So what does this all mean for us? Often, we treat language as a tool for test, for translation, for travel, but language is more than that. It's a portal to memory, to identity, to belonging. When you speak even a single word in someone's language, you don't just connect to their vocabulary. You connect to their experience, to their story, to their world. And this one word can mean the world for someone else. I invite you to notice the languages around you, to learn one word, to ask what it means to someone, to listen a little longer, to imagine who you might become through a language you haven't yet explored. When we honor each other's languages, we don't just honor each other's vocabulary, we honor each other's humanity, and we expand our own. I would like also to invite you today to join me in something small but meaningful. Let's build a heart wall. Please think about one word that you would like to share today. It can be a word from your childhood, a word you misunderstood but loved, a word you've never forgotten. Together, these words will build a living memory wall, a shared language map, a celebration of who we are and who we are becoming. Because when we share our words, we don't just build vocabulary, we build connections, we build understanding, we build belonging. Thank you.